When was the last time you were running straight for a wall? You didn't give a shit if you smashed through it or crumbled into 1,000 pieces. For me, it was my last relationship that I just went through this last year. Came screeching to a halt, and I would have done anything to cure that insanity of love. And I'm just being real, but sometimes the person you're fighting for just doesn't choose you anymore and decides to leave you, you know, permanently. And it's taught me a huge lesson lately, and I've been reflecting on this a lot, and I just kind of wanted to share something about what I've learned from this purpose as a solopreneur and what that means to me now, and see if anybody else can just relate. And I know being a solopreneur kind of sucks sometimes. It gets lonely. It's overwhelming. You're thinking about thousands of things at once. It feels like it's like an avalanche suffocating you sometimes. And it's kind of why I'm here as this solopreneur therapist today, who's also very bald and dashing. God, I sound like awful with my nose plugged. But I'm glad you're here. So let's talk about that crushing avalanche. And, at times you feel like you're suffocating as you're navigating, building your own business on your own. And it just feels like everything depends on you. It does, right? Like solopreneur, you're an entrepreneur that is alone. I mean, it doesn't have to mean that you're literally alone all the time. That's just dark and depressing. But, well, it happens. You need to have this kind of focus that sometimes it's just going to break you or it's going to turn you into something new. And I don't really think you should let it break you. And I think you should let it shape you. And sometimes to be molded into a new form, it's going to suck. It's really going to suck. So, and I'm thinking about it like this. If y'all ever watched Dragon Ball Z, your boy Goku, right? He has hair, a lot of it. But all the time this dude is evolving, and all the time you think he's going to lose. Every time he has something up his sleeve. It's perseverance. He evolves. He grows more hair. He screams more. He kicks more ass. And that's how I'm just trying to, think about this analogy with you is like, you got to keep evolving. You got to keep your purpose. You got to just keep moving when it seems like there's nothing left anymore. And you really just need one thing, and that's purpose. And, that's going to be like your lighthouse, even when it's just foggy, dark as hell. You're not sure if your business is going to fail. You're not sure if you are going to fail. Shit gets hard, and especially nowadays when there's so much noise on the internet. I just want to say that having a purpose and be willing to carry on with that purpose through anything is what makes people successful. And I even remember reading this book that Arthur C. Brooks talks about these pillars, right, of happiness. He's been studying this for years. It's going to be that one thing that gets you through and helps you grow, and that little nugget that you carry with you throughout your entire journey. Building something on your own, it's fucking hard. And for me, 2025 was me just figuring things out in general with my business, with myself. And a part of that sucking is going through relationships. This relationship that I'm talking about, where hopefully all this growth is going to be coming from sooner than later, and just I lost it. And I don't remember it ever being so difficult to get through and feeling so emo over something in such a long time. And that's just why I want to talk about it and having this purpose. And it taught me something I really didn't expect. And it forced me to build this confidence in myself that I've been struggling to have ever since I was little, and just feeling like I'm capable of doing things and stop telling myself that I'm so lazy. And I know that we all have these toxic thoughts, and shifting away from talking shit to yourself is huge. And I highly recommend you start practicing now, or else you're never going to change. If you want to grow rich, if you want to be a dad, if you want to have a family, if you want to have discipline and lead and anything like that, you have to carry that and also have that purpose to carry you through and keeps you going. And just remember that all you need is yourself. And I know that sounds selfish and a little glum, but in the end, nobody's going to carry you through all of this but yourself. And remember to tell yourself like you're capable, you're brave, you're strong, and you're not lazy. You're just struggling, and that's okay too. If you want to know what to do next, it's simple. Just act like who you want to be in 10 years, but start today. For me, that means I'm not going to give up on my fitness. I'm going to have a healthy relationship with food. All of these things that I've struggled with in the past is no more. And for me to realize that, it took a really shitty lesson. And sometimes that's what it takes. But I know that it's going to change me forever. It's going to help me build this business as a solopreneur. And that's okay. That's what happens sometimes. And you just got to face the facts and own up to it and be accountable. Stop hiding from yourself. Stop hiding from actions. And I know, like, for me, I didn't want to face the truth. And just know this one thing: you're going to have to kill who you used to be if you want to keep progressing. Insecurities are going to bubble up like a pot of boiling rice. And the real question is, who are you going to be when this is all over? Thank you for listening. I'll work on my rambling, but I hope you understood this message, and it really does come from my heart. And I want to be there to support you guys. So leave a comment if you've gone through something like this, struggling to find purpose. Just tell me what it's like working on your own shit right now. And I just talk to you like a friend. Let's make this a community. Thank you guys.